the subtle mind games narcissists play, how they make you feel like you're the problem. Hello, friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about something that's as unsettling as it is common: emotional manipulation by narcissists. Now, we're not talking about loud, obvious, villainous narcissism here, the kind that's easy to spot and walk away from. What we're diving into is far more subtle. It's the quiet, calculated, often invisible ways narcissists shift the blame, rewrite reality, and leave you doubting yourself. These tactics are so clever that you might not even realize it's happening until one day you're wondering when exactly you became the one always apologizing, always feeling wrong, and always second-guessing yourself. So let's unpack the subtle things narcissists do to make you feel like you're the problem, one behavior at a time. 1. Twisting the narrative. Narcissists don't just lie, they revise history. They twist facts to serve their version of events, portraying themselves as the misunderstood hero and you as the emotional or irrational one. You might bring up something they said last week, only to be told, "I never said that," or worse, "You must be imagining things." This tactic, known as gaslighting, is incredibly destructive. It's not just about lying, it's about making you doubt your own reality. Why they do it. Narcissists are deeply threatened by accountability. Admitting they were wrong would puncture their carefully crafted sense of superiority. Twisting the truth protects their ego. The impact on you. You start questioning your memory. You feel ashamed for bringing things up. Eventually, you may stop expressing your feelings altogether, because what's the point if you're always wrong? How to protect yourself. Keep records if necessary, journals, messages, or voice notes. But more importantly, trust your perception. Your feelings are valid even if they deny them. 2. Disguising insults as jokes. One of the most subtle ways narcissists break you down is through humor. They'll make a cutting remark and then laugh it off. "Wow, you're finally wearing something nice, miracle of the year." Then they'll grin and say, "I'm kidding, don't be so sensitive." This is called negging, a tactic used to lower your confidence while keeping plausible deniability. Why they do it? It's a power move. By making you question whether or not you should be hurt, they confuse your emotional instincts, and that confusion keeps you off balance. The impact on you. You start suppressing your hurt to avoid seeming dramatic. You might even laugh along, reinforcing the dynamic. Over time, your self-esteem takes a serious hit. How to protect yourself. Pay attention to patterns. If you constantly leave interactions feeling smaller, less confident, or drained, even when they're just joking, that's emotional abuse in disguise. 3. Turning everything around. Playing the victim. Let's say you finally confront them. "You hurt my feelings when you ignored me last night." Instead of apologizing, they respond with, "I can't believe you're attacking me when I've had the worst week ever. You only care about yourself." Suddenly, the spotlight's on you, and not in a good way. Why they do it? This is a classic deflection. Narcissists are allergic to guilt. So instead of taking responsibility, they hijack the narrative and paint themselves as the victim. The impact on you. You feel guilty for even bringing up your feelings. You might apologize instead of receiving one. Eventually, you internalize the idea that your needs are a burden. How to protect yourself. Recognize this tactic for what it is, a shield against accountability. Stay grounded. You can have empathy for someone's struggle and still hold them accountable. 4. Undermining you in disguised concern. It might sound like this. "Are you sure you want to take that job? It sounds a bit above your level," or "I just don't want you to be disappointed again." At first, it seems like they're being thoughtful, but these comments are not rooted in genuine care. They're meant to instill self-doubt. Why they do it? If you feel insecure or incapable, you're less likely to challenge them or grow beyond them. Undermining your confidence ensures their dominance in the relationship. The impact on you. You begin second-guessing your goals, your dreams, even your talents. You may start to believe that you really are unprepared or not good enough. How to protect yourself. Confidence comes from within. When someone's concern consistently makes you feel small, it's time to question their intentions. 5. Giving with strings attached. At first, narcissists can seem incredibly generous. They offer favors, gifts, or support, but later, you find yourself paying for those acts, emotionally or literally. "You wouldn't be where you are if it wasn't for me," or "After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me." Why they do it? Narcissists view relationships as transactions. They don't give out of love. They give to build leverage. The impact on you. You may feel indebted or even trapped. Their generosity isn't a gift. It's a contract you didn't know you signed. How to protect yourself. Learn to distinguish between generosity and manipulation. True giving doesn't expect repayment. 6. creating chaos, then playing the hero. This is psychological warfare. Narcissists create tension, provoke arguments, or stir up confusion. Then, when you're emotional or exhausted, they step in with calmness or reason. You're always overreacting. I'm just trying to help. They light the fire and hand you the extinguisher. So you begin to see them as the solution instead of the problem. Why they do it? They need to feel superior. If they can make you seem unstable and themselves stable, they win control of the narrative, the impact on you. You may become emotionally dependent on them. You doubt your reactions and feel like you need them to feel normal again. How to protect yourself. Identify this pattern. Emotional whiplash isn't love, it's manipulation. Stability doesn't come from someone who repeatedly shakes your foundation. 7. Withholding affection is punishment. When you displease them, narcissists may pull away, stop texting, become cold, or ignore you altogether. It's not a break, it's punishment. This is emotional withdrawal, and it's one of the most painful forms of control. Why they do it? By making you feel like love is conditional, they control your behavior. They want you to work to earn their affection back. The impact on you. You might find yourself apologizing even when you didn't do anything wrong. You begin tiptoeing around them, fearing abandonment or conflict. How to protect yourself. Healthy love doesn't disappear when you make a mistake. Withholding affection is not discipline. It's cruelty disguised as discipline. 8. Mirroring you, then dismantling you. In the beginning, narcissists seem perfect. They like what you like. They reflect your values, your humor, your dreams. This is called mirroring, and it's a way to quickly build trust and emotional intimacy. But once they have you hooked, they start criticizing the very things they once praised. I used to love how ambitious you are, but now you just work too much. You used to be so chill. What happened? Why they do it? The mirroring phase was about getting you to open up and attach. Once you're invested, they dismantle that identity because a broken person is easier to control. The impact on you. You feel like you're losing yourself. Your core traits are no longer appreciated. They're used against you. And because the narcissist once loved those traits, you believe you must have changed or failed. How to protect yourself. When someone changes the rules of love halfway through, it says more about them than you. Stay anchored in your own identity, even when someone tries to distort it. Final thoughts. If any of these patterns feel familiar to you, please know this. You are not the problem. You are not too emotional, too sensitive, or too dramatic. You're human, and your emotional responses are your mind's way of protecting you from harm. Narcissistic behavior thrives in silence and confusion, but with awareness comes clarity. With boundaries comes peace. And with time, healing is possible. If this resonated, let us know in the comments if any of these signs hit close to home. You're not alone. Give this video a like if you found it helpful. And don't forget to subscribe. This channel is your safe space to learn, grow, and heal. Until next time, take care of your heart and trust it. It's wiser than you think.